2, 1. We are now live. Okay, Alex and Leanne, the man and woman versus lockdown and food. This title is bigger every year.
I know, it's catchy.
Yeah, I know. It doesn't sound like an acronym, does it? But fantastic to have you guys with us. And I know we're in lockdown. I know we're in COVID-19, and we've got all these. This pandemic is there. But I want to thank you first of all for sort of joining us and being part of this Ramadan. The fasting and etc. I know it's difficult. It's not easy. First few days for us, it's always difficult. But I want to begin with Leanne. How did you find it last year, first of all?
It was quite difficult. I think once I got past about 4 o'clock, I was fine. All day, I think I kept just going up to Zubaria and just saying, and I can't even have water. I can't even have a cup of tea. And she was like, no, nothing at all. So you just get like a headache and things like that. I think by 4, my body had just given up on me. So then getting ready for food was quite nice a few hours later. But yeah, I just can't imagine doing it for an entire month. One day was definitely difficult enough.
Ooh, a full month. I think that would be awesome. How do you plan or envisage on doing a full month? I mean, do you think you get any difficulties with it? Sorry, Leanne, can you hear me?
Oh, sorry, is it me? I wasn't sure if you were asking Alex. Sorry. I don't know.
Me to a full month, right?
Yeah, I'm like looking at both of you and realizing that you can't really see me. I think we'd said, hadn't we, Alex, that we would do a week this time. And we were kind of like gearing ourselves up for that. And obviously, then with lockdown, we've changed it to just the day. But I think maybe gradually build up to the month. I don't think I could do it all in one go next year.
No, you want to sort of spread them out. Maybe do 2 or 3 next year, and then 4 or 5 next year after that.
Yeah. It'll be a 5-year plan, I think, to get us to a month of fasting.
5-year plan. Okay, brilliant. Let's go to Alex. Alex, welcome back. This is year 3 for you, isn't it? Year 3. So
I know.
How wonderful.
Third time lucky, I might be able to do it without crying.
Without crying? You didn't cry the first time, did you?
That was fun. Just inside.
Okay, good. I know you've been looking at cooking because obviously we're in lockdown, and you're looking at cooking the food yourself, and you're looking at making all the preparation work, etc. So first of all, what's on the menu? What have you got planned for your menu first? Because I know you're a big eater.
Well, I am, and I was looking forward to coming to yours this year. It's the one night of the year that I'm always full. No, I think Zubaria has sent us some very good recipes. I think she sent us loads of stuff in the fruit jar and the dates to start with. We're going to do I think she suggested a biryani and has given us kind of various options. And then pakoras and other side dishes. And then I think she sent us with spices and cool ingredients. So I'm cooking anyway. So I'm really excited. I think that will pass the time and evening to prepare all of the food, but I'll just want to eat it.
Fantastic. Well, that's really strange, because somehow you're linking Ramadan to Asian food, and it's not actually linked. You know that?
No. I think I'm just so spoiled when I come to yours.
Yeah. Well, like I said, you can come over secretly. We won't tell anybody. Oops, I just did. It's all right. Okay, so Leanne, what have you got? What have you got planned on your for your menu? What do you think you're gonna be cooking?
I think I'll probably do the same. So Zubaria sent us both the biryani recipe. I had to put a disclaimer in that I can't really handle spice.
Okay.
So I wasn't too bad last year. I managed there, but I just said nothing too spicy because I know I'll be starving.
Okay.
So I'll do that, and then I think to try and ease the pain of having to cook while I'm absolutely starving, I'll make some of it the night before if I can, and maybe just do the biryani on the day.
Wow. Well, that's, I mean, I know Zubari is fantastic like that. So she's going to be busy with making lots and lots of different ingredients and recipes and methods. And is she going to do some YouTube videos for you as well, so that she can actually show you what the method is like? Or is that just up to guessing?
She has sent us a YouTube video for the pakoras.
Okay.
And I said if it goes well, then I'll host you next year if it goes well.
Hi.
Look, my better half is here.
All excited.
Much better.
Yeah.
We can't wait.
Get this right. Get this angle, camera right.
So you all prepped up?
I've got all my ingredients now.
Yeah.
Have you been cutting down on the coffee?
Oh no. I always forget.
We need to start doing better.
So just cutting down the coffee so that you're not getting headaches on the day.
You're gonna. The first day is the first time you fast, and you do get a slight twinge of headaches, and that's normal. That's absolutely normal. And I love my coffee. I love my tea. So much of it. So I get the first day I got a blast of a headache. But I'm all right now.
You are all right.
And I'm losing a bit of weight, so all good.
Are you? Where from?
I don't know. Maybe yeah.
Right. So you're all prepped up. We're all excited. We can't wait. So hopefully we'll be in touch for the next few days, won't we? And lots of other tips. So I heard you say making biryani. Have you done a trial run?
No.
Yeah, loads. So I'm confident that we'll see. The first time in pakoras.
Yeah, sorry, that was my suggestion. Zabari did ask me. She said, "What do you suggest?"
Oh, good.
And I said, what I really fancied that day was biryani. So that's the first thing that came on my mind.
Because I fancied it. Oh, they must like it too.
So she was like, "Oh, that's fantastic." So I'm really looking forward to how
it was a great choice.
Managed to make this biryani.
Well, we'll definitely send you pictures and videos on the day.
Definitely.
It's a shame though, because I'd made some of those mini samosas. So maybe once the lockdown's over, you'll have to pop round for some of those.
But Royal Mail is still working.
Sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
Yes, put them in the post.
Stick them in the post. Absolutely.
So what else have you got planned other than the biryani? Or is it just going to be the biryani? Because I know Alex likes to eat a lot, don't you, Alex?
I do. So no, Zipsal sent us some recipes for the pakoras, and then stuff for starters, and she's sending a bunch of dates to us and stuff for the fruit shop. So
okay,
should be very good.
Okay, but you're missing
Have
out.
you got any more suggestions?
So, but you're missing out on the pakoras, did you say?
No, we can do the pakoras.
Oh no, we've got the. She said pakoras.
She's sending them. She's not making you make your own then.
Yeah. Oh no, she sent us the recipe, but we have to make them ourselves.
You've got
Well, you.
That's going to be fun now.
I know.
We're looking forward to it.
Send us before
I'm
and after.
anticipating some smoke alarms going off.
Yeah. Send us before and after videos and pictures of not only the food and yourself. So a picture of me before and after I've had the food.
Looking drained and then looking very full and sweaty.
Yeah. Like that. And then maybe do a video of the actual food before you prepped it, and then after you prepped it, see what it looked like.
I think you'll be fine.
I think so. I think
you'll be fine, but it's a shame because we are gonna miss out the fact that you're not going to be here. We were watching last year's videos, and we were just thinking it's going to feel odd not to have you here now. It's 2 years on.
I know.
Yeah.
It's my favourite time of year.
So, in terms of other people who'd like to get involved, going to be watching this video, we're watching it now, going to be watching it later. We're asking everybody to come and fast with us, and then do a sponsorship, maybe sponsor you, get themselves sponsored, and you know, like we are trend blazers, aren't we, or trailblazers? So we like to set the trend. So here we are, setting a new trend for people to come along fast. First of all, why are they going to be fasting?
I think it's, you know, regardless of faith or anything, I think it's just Ramadan is a bit of a reflection on kind of what you've got and how fortunate you are compared to other people who go without every day. We see fasting as a huge challenge, just to go one day without food, but we know there's food at the end of it. So it's kind of understanding a bit more what people at UKEFF help go through every day. So it's so important that people get behind it and give those people the comfort that we get every day, that we know there's going to be food at the end of it, which is why, you know, we want to do it every year and keep helping UKEFF. So as many people that get involved as possible would be great. Absolutely.
I mean, you've been to the UKEFF food hub at the church. I mean, I know our methodology is slightly different now. We're delivering the food directly to people's houses. But in terms of, you know, the numbers are huge in terms of how many people we get, and the kind of people that we get, you know, the destitute people, needy people, homeless people, vulnerable people, people who live around us that sometimes are the best kept secret of our towns. And we never get to hear about it. We never get to know, unless you're working with a charity or working with a group that look after these kind of people. You know, more or less everybody has forgotten about them. So what kind of message would you give out to people who are watching this video regarding your neighbours, regarding the hunger that is on our doorstep?
I think just make it known that you are there to help. I think, as you say, particularly now, there will be people who, you know, rely on their children going to school and getting the school meals for lunchtime or things like that, that if you don't have children or if you're not in that position, I don't think you would ever consider that people might have to think about how are they going to feed the kids during the day, and they might then feel like they can't eat. I just think, particularly in a time where people have been kind of bulk buying, if you now get into a point where, you know, you bulk bought at the beginning because you panicked that stuff wasn't available, and now, you know, some of that stuff will be getting near to being out of date, or you might think actually you don't need it. Anything you have, regardless of how little it is, if you just have a bag of pasta, you know, give it to someone who could use it. Or if you don't think you know anyone and people are kind of keeping it a secret, give it to places like UKEFF so that they can then hand it out to people who they know are in need.
Absolutely. No, that's fantastic, and I think that's what we keep saying. And there's a caption on the screen now which says it's time for action. Do you feel that it is time for action? I mean, we're in lockdown, so we can't really do much action. What action can we do?
I think anything that you can be doing. I mean, obviously we've seen loads of acts of generosity to communities and others throughout COVID, but I think what it needs to teach us is this is a continuous thing. This is happening all year round. It's not during lockdown that we should be doing this for people. The same people that are in need in lockdown need all year. So I think hopefully the one good thing that will come out of this is that people will continue to provide their communities and support local people that they know need it. But yeah, just as much as you can, give what you can. And people like UKEFF are there to help, and they do that all year.
Well, if you go to the UKEFF website, which is ukeff.org, I'll just put the contact details on the actual, I'll put the contact details on, let's have a look, where are we? If I can find.
I mean, one of the things I wanted to come in there is the fact that even, yes, we've been here for 5 years now. It was actually our birthday last week, 5 years for the Food Aid Hub. And we will be here afterwards. So whilst everybody kind of feels that, yes, everybody's providing now, we often find that this is what happens in Ramadan. People will give during Ramadan just because they know it's Ramadan. But then once Ramadan is over, people will generally stop. COVID is here for a long period of time. It's not likely to kind of be over soon, and we're only just about seeing the impact of people that are now losing their jobs. So it's a lot worse, the situation. You know, a lot of the families we've got at the moment, they have applied for benefits because, you know, they've lost their jobs. It's taken 5 to 6 weeks before any benefits are actually coming through. So it's a case of they're having to rely on food, you know, food banks and places like ourselves. You've also got those that, you know, could be from an EU country trying to prove that they are eligible for any kind of benefits and funds. Is taking, it's not 5 6 weeks, it could be taking up to 2 to 3 months. Some of those might not even get any kind of benefits. So we're seeing a lot of those that have no recourse to public funds, you know, from EU migrants that are here, unable to find work now as well, or not able to work because they're having to self-isolate, or there is somebody in the family that is ill. So we are seeing all of these repercussions, but what we are preparing for is that this is going to, you know, be with us for a long while. And even after it's over, even if lockdown is kind of relaxed a little bit, it's a case of, you know, we're still kind of expecting, as we've seen in other countries, another spike to happen at some point. So it's a case of, you know, we need to try and generate enough funds to be able to keep the charity going, you know, for the rest of the year really.
Yeah, it's getting busier and busier, isn't it? Yeah. And we're getting more and more people. I've just put the contact details on the actual screen. So if anybody would like to get in touch with us, it's 0161 660 6818, or they can drop us an email, inquiries@ukef.org, or just go to the website, ukef.org. If they'd like to fast, they can give us a ring, or they can drop us an email, and we'll give them a full outline of what they should do, what they can't do, etc., and, you know, the do's and don'ts of fasting.
And the same list of biryani.
And the same list of ingredients, yeah.
And I suppose if anybody's in Oldham and they're not too far, we could always do a bit of a delivery for them, couldn't we?
Yeah, exactly. So we don't. Yeah, we can do.
It's just that I think Leanne and Alex are a bit too far.
No, they're in Manchester, right?
So we don't. I know we could always get our key worker badges out, but we'd
have to.
That would be too easy for us. You've got testers now.
Yeah. We've got Just Eat.
Yeah.
It's not the same as home cooked food, though, is it?
No, it's not. No.
Is it the same, Alex, as home cooked food?
No, not at all. I rarely ever get takeaway. I love cooking too much. And hopefully I'll do you proud, but I'll let you know on the day.
I think you will. I think we're all excited, waiting for that one.
So good, fantastic. Leanne, any last words? Anything that you'd like to add? Anything that you'd like to say to our viewers today to push this?
I was just listening nicely to everybody else. I'll just say, join in. I think, you know, even if you think about how hard it is going to be, as Alex said, you know, there are people out there who don't do this by choice. Obviously, the month of Ramadan, kind of most people will kind of do it, but there are people who will have to do this all year round and have to kind of push through to the last meal and so on. I just think if you can do it for one day and raise a bit of money to kind of raise awareness of that and help charities out, why wouldn't you?
Yeah, absolutely beautiful. Alex, any last words? Any motivational what do you call it? Speeches? Motivation.
I echo what Leanne says is completely right. And in terms of inspiring motivation, if I can go a whole day without food, then anyone can, because I'll be pretty hungry by 9:30, so it's going to be a long day. But third time doing it now, I'm getting used to it. And like Leanne said, next year, hopefully challenge ourselves to a few more days. But just thank you to everyone in advance who does donate, and you can be sure that it's going to an incredible cause to help out everyone who need it.
Brilliant. Do you know that we've already gone over £800 on the donations page?
Wow.
I know, it's incredible. We've not even done it yet.
Yeah, exactly.
Back out now.
We've not checked today.
We've not checked today. I'll just go and check today, actually.
No.
Has Leanne even checked at all? I think there's a message from your dad on there, Leanne.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah,
He's just excited for the at
Yeah.
the end of it. That's it.
Yeah, we hit
£864 so far.
amazing.
£864 raised so far, so that's really good.
So we might just hit that 5k this year.
So we really need to start
Let's hope
pushing.
so.
Yeah, so you guys have got the links, and then if you can share them out, and let's start spreading them out. And I'm going to start sharing them again tonight, and saying to people that come fast with us. Even if you're only going to donate £10, £5, doesn't matter. No amount is too small, so we just need you to take part. Really, the more people get behind it, it's the numbers that count. But brilliant. Anything my inspirational wife would like to say?
No, I just think it's brilliant, and I'm glad that you could join us, because at the start of Ramadan, we'd put it to Zabari, and she was quite worried with everything that was going on, and even with work-wise. So it was a case of, I'm not sure, and I was like, no, you need to ask. So we weren't sure whether we'd be able to. I'm glad that we have. We've all found a way around it, and I'm glad that it's still going ahead. So it's going to be interesting to see the next few days. And if you need any help, we're here, especially with those recipes.
Brilliant. Here we are. So
thank you so much, guys.
we're getting messages through now. Look at that. People have started watching it and started sending messages through. Can you see it on the screen? Can you guys see it? Yeah. So join the sponsor fast on Wednesday, the 6th of May. If you're in Oldham or surrounding areas, we will be happy to do an iftar pack to you.
Oh, who's delivering the iftar pack?
Yeah, iftar meal. And apparently UKEFF is saying that.
Well, it's not us two. We both say yeah.
No, that's our fantastic team, isn't it? Alhamdulillah. We can't really do this work without people like our team. And I don't want to mention any names and put them on the spot and embarrass them or anything like that. But the team UKEFF is just out of this world. They make UKEFF possible, and every penny counts. It's people like yourself, and you're obviously Leanne, Alex. You are part of Team UKEFF. You're part of the family now. So you've been baptized, and you're on it. That's it. I mean, but lovely, fantastic speaking to you guys. You take care.
We'll be in touch on Wednesday.
We'll definitely. I think we should do this more often and keep the momentum going. Thank you very much.
We'll be in touch throughout Wednesday. Really.
Yeah.
Right. Take care.
Take care now. See you later.
Thanks.
Bye.
See you guys soon. Bye, guys.